Okay, let's begin. So, as I said before, in our last lesson, we were learning about emotive language and power words. So, I'm going to bring up my whiteboard here, and we're just going to do a bit of revision. So, can I please get someone to tell me what are power words, or what is emotive language, first of all, and why do we use it in persuasive writing? Yeah. Sorry about that. My tablet just went crazy for a second there. So, can anyone tell me something about, yeah, emotive language or power words? Who can tell me something about that? Jack.
Emotive language is the words that we use and how we can get our audience to feel a certain way about our topic.
Very good, Jack. So emotive language is used to get our audience to feel how we want them to feel. Very good. And what about power words? Who can tell me something about power words? Who can tell me something about power words? Okay, so power words are words that we use to show just how much we're doing something. So are you, so we can use it to show more of certain emotions or more of certain actions. So for example, am I suggesting that you do something, or am I urging you to do it? So by using those words, we can add more seriousness to the situation. Okay, so let me just write that definition. Hello, Alice, by the way. It seems like a while since I've seen you. Hello.
Hi. I haven't seen you in the speech club.
Yeah, I've been feeling a little bit sick, but I'll be back on Sunday.
Oh, feel better.
Thank you. Okay, so power words are words we use to Okay, beautiful. So the topic of today's class is going to be persuasive sentences. So we remember, or I hope we remember at least, when we looked over the examples of persuasive sentence, over persuasive writing, sorry, getting my words mixed up. But when we were looking at examples of persuasive writing, we saw a few just random sentences in the pieces. And those are the sentences, excuse me, that we're going to be looking at today. So I'll get an example of one up. So this example here, where is it? So this conclusion here, this is an example of a persuasive sentence. And the reason that it's a persuasive sentence is because it has all three of the key important parts of a persuasive sentence. So number one, and I'll write this on the whiteboard properly in a moment, but one, it has a clear point of view. So right here in the beginning, isn't it a great idea to extend our recess? That is the clear point of view of the sentence. That's what they're trying to persuade us about. Number two, they use a persuasive technique. So that clear point of view comes in the form of a rhetorical question. So the whole first part of the line there, it's a rhetorical question because it's not really been asked for people to seriously go, oh, well, is it a good time? Is it a good idea to extend our recess, or is it not? No, it's been put there simply for them to ask, so isn't it a great idea to extend our recess? And for the reader to go, yeah, it is. It's not even something we need to think about. And then finally, the third part of a persuasive sentence, it needs a call to action. And that is this final bit here. Let's propose this to our teacher. The person that's written this wants you to go take this idea to your teacher and to try and get it to happen. So those are the three important parts of a persuasive sentence: a clear point of view, a persuasive technique, and a call to action. So does that make sense to everybody? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Awesome. Good, good, good. Okay. So what I would like to do now, sorry, just finding my class notes here. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is put the whiteboard back up, and I'm going to have everybody, I'm going to put some persuasive sentences on the whiteboard, and I'm just going to get everybody to identify why it's a persuasive sentence. Okay, so Let's get the whiteboard ready. So that's what we're looking for in our persuasive sentences. We're looking for a clear point of view and the use of one of our persuasive techniques. And sometimes we'll also have a call to action. So keep your eyes out for any calls to action that you see. And our first persuasive sentence I want you to look at. Eating fruits and vegetables every day will make you strong and healthy. So I'll pick Mary. Can you please tell me what is the clear point of view of this sentence? Eating fruits and vegetables every day will make you strong and healthy. Mary, what's the clear point of view of this sentence?
Eating fruits and vegetables every day.
Good, very good. So the clear point of view of this sentence, as Mary pointed out, they want you to eat your fruits and vegetables every day. And Jack, can you please tell me what is the persuasive technique that they have used for this sentence? How are they trying to persuade you to eat fruits and vegetables?
I don't know.
Okay. Emilino, can you tell me what's the persuasive technique that they're using in this sentence? Think back, guys. What is the definition of persuasion? What are we trying to do when we try to persuade somebody? Mary,
I think that they use the consequences after you eating fruit and vegetables every day.
very good. So they are telling you that if you eat your fruits and vegetables every day, that it'll make you strong and healthy. So what they're trying to do, so the way they're trying to persuade you to eat your fruits and vegetables is that they're trying to point out the good things that will happen if you do it. Because remember what persuasion is: trying to convince somebody to believe your idea or to take a certain action by pointing out the positive reasons for it. So if you eat fruits and vegetables every day, it will make you strong and healthy. So that's one of the good things about eating fruits and vegetables. So let's have a look at another sentence. Okay. Joining the school's recycling program will help save the environment and protect cute animals. So what is our clear point of view for this sentence? What is the thing that this sentence is trying to convince you of? Mary?
Is joining the school recycling program.
Very good. So joining the school's recycling program. And this one's actually a bit of a trick question because they actually have they actually have two persuasive techniques in use here. So who can see the first persuasive technique that they're using? All right, I'll give somebody else a chance to answer. Stefan, can you pick out one of the persuasive techniques in this sentence? Okay, how about you, Jim? Can you see any persuasive techniques in this sentence?
I do.
All right, tell us one of them, please.
Help save the environment.
Very good. So that's one of the good things that will happen if we join the school's recycling program. We're going to help do our part to save the environment. And can I get Annie, 9 from Ho Chi Minh? Can you see the other persuasive technique? It's actually very good, Stefan. So they're talking about protecting cute animals. So the persuasive technique is actually the word cute. And that is our emotive language. So we've got pointing out one of the benefits, as in it'll help save the environment. And in pointing out the second benefit, they've used emotive language because we get to save all the cute little animals. That's all right. As long as you're here to take part, that's all good, Stefan. So, yeah, so we see in this sentence, we've actually got two persuasive techniques. All right, let's have a look at our next sentence. Reading books opens up magical worlds and sparks your imagination. So first up, who can see the clear point of view of this sentence? Let's ask Sam, what is this sentence? Very good, Anne. Very good. So the person that wrote this sentence wants you to read books. Good. And secondly, can we see any persuasive techniques? Again, there are two being used. Jack, can you see one of the persuasive techniques?
Yes,
Can you tell us one of them, please?
I think it's emotive language.
Very good. So we've got the use of the word magical, and we've also got the use of the word sparks your imagination. And of course, we then just have the second technique of just pointing out the benefits. So it's going to open up magical worlds and spark your imagination. So those are two good things to happen when we get to use our imagination. And the other is, yes, you're right, Jack, use of the emotive language. Because the worlds are magical. They're not just, no, you can think these worlds in your head, it's good. These worlds are magical that you can think up. And you get to spark your imagination. It's not just, you can use your imagination. It sparks, it comes to life. So very good job, guys. We'll do a couple more of these. And our next sentence will be, there it is, wearing helmets while biking keeps you safe and allows you to ride with confidence. Mary, can you tell me the clear point of view of the sentence, please?
Is a wearing helmet while biking.
Very good. So the person that wrote this sentence wants everybody to wear their helmets while they're riding their bike. And what is the technique that they've used, or how are they trying to convince us to wear our helmets? Jack?
They convince us by good reason.
That's right. And what is the reason?
Wearing helmets while biking keeps you safe, allows you to ride with confidence.
Very good. So they are playing to human beings' need to be safe. So saying it's going to keep you safe, and everyone wants to be safe. Mary, it also uses a power word. Which word is the power word, Mary?
I think it's allow.
Allows.
Yeah.
Personally, I wouldn't consider allows to be a power word, but I like how you're thinking. So yeah, I wouldn't say that allows is a power word, but confidence, no, that's just something that you feel when you know you're safe and you know what you're doing. All right, let me So if you were going to turn allows into a power word, you might use a word like empowers. So it gives you the power to ride with confidence, or not really applicable to this particular sentence, but you might use a word like authorize. So it gives you the authority to ride with confidence. But I like how you guys were thinking on that one. Okay, so let's have a look at one more sentence, and then I'm going to get you guys to come up with some examples of persuasive sentences yourself. Okay, here it is. So learning math is like solving puzzles, and it can make you really good at problem solving. So what is our clear point of view? What does this sentence want us to do? Jack,
This sentence wants us to learn math.
very good. So this sentence wants us to learn maths. And what is the persuasive technique being used? Mary.
It compare learning math with solving puzzle.
Very good. So they're linking solving maths with the ability to solve puzzles. And what else is it doing? It's telling you that you can, it's telling you that you can learn something, or that you can get really good at something. What is the other technique being used here? Very good. So it's telling you, so it's giving you a reason to learn maths, which is you can learn a new skill. You can learn to get really good at problem solving. So the promise of learning a new and important skill is what is being discussed there. So good job, guys. Very keen eyes finding all of these techniques. Well done. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is I am going to send you guys in the chat box. I'm going to send you a boring plain old sentence, and I want you guys to make it more exciting by using the persuasive sentence structure. So we're going to write some persuasive sentences. Just going to put up a few notes here. Okay, so we've got the three parts that we might need to use to make a persuasive sentence. And now I'm going to list I'm going to list the persuasive techniques from that video that I posted to your Zalo group about the persuasive techniques. All right, so I'll put these techniques up, nearly done. Okay. So we've got the different parts of a persuasive sentence, and we've got the list of persuasive techniques that we can use. So now in the chat box, I'm going to send you guys a few sentences. And what I'd like you to do is turn them into persuasive sentences and then send them back to me in the chat box, please, so I can give you some feedback. Okay, so your first sentence. Actually, I'll give you guys an example of what you can turn a sentence into. So if I was to take the sentence, we have a school trip next week. I could turn that into something like, get excited because we're going on an incredible school adventure next week. So I'm trying to make it seem a lot more exciting than just saying we have a school trip next week, because it reads quite boring. But yeah, then we can use our persuasive techniques to make it seem like a lot more exciting and to get the students really, really happy to go. So your first sentence that I want you to change, we'll start out with a nice simple one. I have a pet cat. So how are you going to use your persuasive techniques and the persuasive sentence structure to make the sentence, I have a pet cat, more exciting? Yeah, good job on the example, Jim. We have an amazing school trip next week, so be ready. Very good. Now let's have a try at I have a pet cat. So make sure we're all sending those sentences in the chat box, and I'll be more than happy to give you guys some feedback. Hey man, how are you? Oh, very good. Emelino's got the first one in. Let's have a look at it while I have a sip on some Coca-Cola. My cat is a cute and playful pet. Good job, Emelino. You've used your emotive language very well in that sentence. And I have a pet cat. She is so cute and she always makes me happy. Very good. More emotive language and describing the benefits of having a pet cat. Well done. Very good, Jack. I see you've used some power words in your sentence. I have an extremely fast cat, or an extremely fast and energetic pet cat. Very good. Very good, Mary, using your emotive language as well. How excited when I have a pet cat like a friend to talk and play with me. Very good. I have an incredible pet cat. It is energetic and playful. Good job, guys. Very well done. Okay, so let's have a look at this next sentence here. So sentence number 2 is, we're learning about space in class. How can you use your persuasive techniques and your persuasive sentences to make it seem a little bit more exciting? Very good on that last sentence, Stefan. I have a pet cat. It was extremely adorable and it makes me hug it so tight every day. Beautiful. So you must have a lot of love for your pet cat. That's very nice. Good sentence. So our next sentence that we want to have, that we want to turn into a more persuasive sentence. We're learning about space in class. Amen. So let's see your sentences about learning about outer space. If you need any help with using your persuasive techniques, please feel free to send me a message, ask me a question, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. But remember that we have 10 different persuasive techniques on our list. Let's try and experiment with some of them. Let's see if we can use those to make a nice persuasive sentence. Good save, Emilino, in this class. I like that. So, Emilino sent in her sentence. We will be a space scientist exploring about enormous and old-time space in class. Very good. So very good there. So I understand the sentence perfectly, but I might just choose a different word other than old-timed space. For example, I might have said, so I might have made mention to how old space is. I'll think about that and I'll come up with an example of what I would, a word I would have used instead, but still a very good sentence. Jack sent his in. Learning about space is what we're doing. How do you feel about exploring amazing planets through your book? Good attempt. Very good sentence. So learning about space is what we're doing, letting everybody know. How do you feel about exploring amazing planets? It lets people get excited about learning, I think, because you've used that word amazing. So good emotive language there to get us to feel excited about learning about space. Well done. Okay, so Jim sent one in as well. We're learning about space in class and it's interesting. We're learning about space junk and giant planets. So I like the description that you've given me. It's a good description, but how is that sentence going to persuade somebody to be excited to learn about space? So just be a little bit more mindful when you're writing your sentences, Jim. You want to try and change how they feel or how they think about the topic, but good attempt. Mary, I can spend all day to enjoy myself studying about space and imagine how large and wonderful the space is, since it is one of the most mysterious things that we want to find out. Very good, playing into the mystery of what's out there in space. That's a very good technique, Mary. Get people getting curious, get people wanting to learn more. Very good. Okay, do we have any more space sentences to come in before I move into our next sentence? Okay, we'll move on to our next sentence. And that sentence will be, we have a new library with many books. Now for this sentence, a little extra task, a little extra challenge for this sentence is try and include a call to action in this sentence. You don't have to, but you'll extra impress me if you use a call to action for this persuasive sentence. Let's see what you can come up with. Okay, how are these persuasive sentences coming, guys? I want you to start sending some in to me as you finish them. Because you guys have been doing really good with the examples so far. Okay, so Emilino sent one in. Our new library is full of interesting and mysterious books. We students love to spend our break time in the library to read books because we feel like traveling and exploring through the massive world of imagination. I think the last word is. Very good sentence. So our new library is full of interesting and mysterious books. So getting people interested in the books. And then she goes on to talk about, we students love to spend our break time in the library to read books because we feel like traveling and exploring. Beautiful sentence. Mary sent one in. The library is the best place to study, and how wonderful it is when my school is building a library where we'll help students a lot when they want to study by themselves. Very good. So talking about the benefits of the library and saying how wonderful it is that the school is building it. Very good. And Jack, there is a new library near, which is a very modern one with an enormously large amount of books. Let's go to the library to see if there is anything interesting.
Sorry, I missed the word school.
That's all right. So that sentence, very good. So the one thing that I would change, Jack, the one thing I would change.
Bắt câu kìa. Đi sao nó mất đời à?
Okay, so the one thing I would change about that sentence, Jack, is instead of saying, let's go to the library to see if there is anything interesting, I would instead say, let's go to the library and see all the interesting books. So yeah, so rather than saying, let's go see if there is anything, maybe there is, maybe there won't be, frame it like everything there will be interesting, or you will definitely find something interesting there. But other than that one thing, that is a very good sentence.
Thank you, teacher.
You're very welcome. All right, keep sending them in, guys. I've just got to reply to a quick message here. Okay, so yeah, guys, keep sending in those persuasive sentences. You've been doing fantastic so far. Okay. So I saw some really fantastic examples of, excuse me, some persuasive sentences. in this lesson. So very well done, everybody. So I'll set your homework now. And this homework is going to be quite similar to your last lot of homework that you had, which was to take the boring sentences and use emotive language. In this homework, you're going to just use any of the, the persuasive techniques that we've been talking about. So I'm going to post that to your Zalo group now, but fantastic work, everybody. You've done very, very well. So you guys are excused. You guys are excused. Class is done. I'm going to put your homework into the Zalo group now. Well done, everybody. And I'll see you all on Monday.
Thank you. Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hello to all of the students coming in for Maxie's persuasive writing class. We'll be ready to get started shortly. Just got to post the homework for this last class. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.